You're practicing and practicing, and you think you've got all the notes right, and you did a pretty good job in your last exam, and yet the mark just wasn't what you wanted it to be. Okay, let's go and get these extra marks. I'm going to base this on how the Associated Board in the UK have their marking criteria for each of the pieces for the exams. This isn't about the Associated Board, this is about any performance or any exam that you're going to do. It's a great gauge of how you're going to elevate your performance and just take it to the next level. Okay, it's based on 5 different elements. These are marked equally every piece. We have pitch, time, tone, shape and performance. Let's do them one at a time. Number 1, pitch. This is to do with getting the right notes, and this is the one that we tend to all focus on. We don't want to play any notes. How many times have you said, I didn't play any wrong notes in my exam? Great. But bear in mind that this is also to do with intonation, and that is the tuning of your instrument as well. So you could put your fingers down for all the right notes, and yet the tuning isn't just quite what you would want. So yes, spend lots of time getting these notes right, but make sure you're listening to whether the notes are centered and at exactly the right pitch. That will help. Number 2, time. Okay, this is about playing the correct rhythm and having a steady and consistent pulse throughout your piece. So sometimes we think we're counting, we've got all the rhythms correct, but check it with a metronome. You'll soon find out if you're speeding up or slowing down. Remember, to get these distinction marks in an exam or to give an outstanding performance, your beat may be required to have a little bit of fluidity, slowing down or speeding up as directed or as the music would suggest. But that, be warned, has to be all based on a consistent pulse so that you know where you're starting from. Number 3, tone. You need to play with a tone that is appropriate to your level of performance, your level of exam. Obviously, somebody who's doing a grade 7 or a grade 8 is going to be required to play with a more developed and mature sound than somebody who's grade 1. But are you always practicing with your very best sound? Remember, this isn't going to happen overnight. You need to develop that sound for your instrument. There's no point thinking you can turn it on the day. You need to work at making a mature sound and developing it all the way through the stages. 4, shape. This is to do with dynamics, getting louder, softer, gradually or suddenly, shaping your phrases, giving them direction and momentum as well. So, firstly, you need to make sure that these are audible to the listener. We can often think that we're playing with dynamics, but it's not coming out. Record yourself, you'll find out. Again, this is not going to happen overnight. You need to develop the technique on your instrument, how to play softly, how to play quietly, keeping that pitch in tune as well, and being able to think about all the other aspects. In this category, if you do not consider the shape in any way or form, then you don't hit the pass level. For even just a pass, some realization of shape, musical shape, has to be evident. Number 5, performance. Are you communicating the character of the piece? So think about what your piece or what a part of a piece means to you. Is it exciting? Is it happy? Is it soulful? Is it restful, peaceful? You need to become that character in your playing and take that across into your performance. Difficult to check as well, and won't be turned on at the last minute. Again, practiced into your playing all the time. Take your eyes up out of the music so you're playing to the examiner or your audience or whoever. This is also the part of the exam where you pick up marks for any little errors, how you recover from them as well. So when you make your little human errors, your tiny little mistakes because of nerves or whatever, make sure that you can brush them aside and carry on regardless. So there you have it, the 5 categories for your marking of every piece in your exam. A apply this to any performance, of course, but take into account that these are equal components for your marking. Are you really spending the same amount of time on your tone production in your practice than you are on getting the right notes? 5 equal elements. If you think of these all together, your playing will definitely elevate and your marks will go up.